So today we're doing something a little different on this channel. We're going to take a look at 25 facts about cars you didn't know, probably. On average, Bugatti owners own 84 cars, 3 jets and a yacht. A brand new Bugatti's starting price is way over $1 million, but it turns out the price doesn't make a huge difference to the average Bugatti buyer. Why would you need 3 jets? Actually, why would you have 84 cars? I'm joking, you can never have enough cars. I probably, if I could, I would have 80 cars as well. Yeah. Number 2, most people can't drive a stick. A recent report has shown that only about 18% of US drivers know how to drive stick. In other words, a stick shift should in theory be cheaper on insurance because they are less likely to be stolen. Number 3, Saab created the car that would be driven with a joystick instead of a steering wheel. They called it Prometheus, and the car had some huge flaws, like the fact that even the smallest of movements on the joystick had a large effect on where the wheels were pointing. Not exactly ideal, is it? Unfortunately, this car was never released. I mean, imagine if these guys did a review on one. Number 4, cars were once viewed as the more environmentally friendly alternative to horses. Every form of transport has their pros and cons. Cars have nasty exhaust gases and fossil fuels, but horses shit a ton, piss a lot, and let's say there's around 500 horses coming through town. That's a lot of shit, I mean waste. Number 5, the world's first speeding ticket was issued in 1896 at a whopping 12 km per hour. Back then the speed limit was around 3.2 km an hour, and a daredevil named Richard was caught doing almost 4 times the speeding limit at a whopping 12 km an hour. Crazy stuff. There are 70 million cars produced every year. That's just insane. Imagine how much money that totals to. Number 7, there are over 1.4 billion cars in use in the world, which equals to around 1 in 5 people having a working driving car. Number 8, it would take less than 6 months to get to the moon by car. If it was possible to drive to the moon in a straight line and you drove at around 60 miles per hour all the way, you would reach the moon in 6 months. That's a piece of useless information, sorry for wasting your time, but now you know. Number 9, 75% of all cars produced by Rolls-Royce are still on the road. Rolls-Royce owners take care of their vehicles, and you can see it in the stats. Most cars die off over time through crashes or really bad maintenance and upkeep, or maybe there's a reason for the huge price tag. They might actually be well built. Anyways, number 10, the world's largest speeding fine is £1 million. This motorist was caught doing over 180 miles per hour in Switzerland. In Switzerland, the fine is determined by the wealth of the offender, which is quite cool. He had a record-setting fine and his car was impounded for 300 days. Number 11, Volkswagen owns 12 other car brands. VW owns many well-known car brands like Audi, Seat, Skoda, Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini, Porsche. They also own the motorcycle company Ducati, and they own a bunch of truck companies as well, like VW Trucks, Scania and MAN. In other words, if you own any of these, you're just actually driving a VW. So even if you drive a Lambo, you're just driving a very fast VW. That's beautiful. Burn. Number 12. The world record for removing and replacing an engine is 42 seconds. Have you ever dropped your car off at the mechanic and then your car is gone for like 2 days? Well, a group of Marines swapped out an engine from an old Escort in under a minute. That's blisteringly quick. Number 13. Your car tells you which side the fuel cap is. Your car actually tells you where your fuel cap is. You see this little arrow? It points to the side of the car where the fuel cap sits. The more you know. And I'm pretty sure most of you already know that one too. Anyways, number 14. Running low on gas is bad for your engine. When you run very low on gas, your pump sucks in small amounts of air instead of pure gas, which causes premature pump failures. Number 15. Most new cars play fake sounds through the speaker in order to make the car sound more sporty for the driver without breaking any sound rules. I personally hate this, but I'm going to have to get used to it since it seems that this is the future. Number 16. The highest total mileage clocked by one car is 3.3 million miles. This Volvo P1800 has done 3.3 million miles. That's enough to go around the earth around 120 times. The owner averages 95,000 miles a year, and the car has been rebuilt twice. Number 17. The SEC Tuatara is the world's fastest production car. I made a whole video on the SEC. If you want to see it, I'll leave a pop-up, but the SEC reached a crazy speed of 532 kilometers per hour. Number 18. The quarter mile record. The world's fastest quarter mile ever on a drag strip stands at 3.58 seconds, over 400 meters, at a speed of 621 km an hour or 386 miles per hour. Imagine going from 0 to 600 in 3.5 seconds. That must be crazy. Number 19. Your tires are made up of more than just rubber. Manufacturers use steel to help provide strength and stability in the tires. Most commonly, they will use two stacked piles of steel cord in the tires. Number 20. All the cars did not have safety belts. The safety belt was not always a must in cars. The National Road Traffic Act only got instated in 1996. Before then, an adult didn't have to wear a safety belt in a motor vehicle. Number 21. Elon Musk is not the founder of Tesla Motors. Yes, the massive EV company was not founded by Elon. The company was founded in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpney, and Elon joined by investing $6.3 million into the company. Elon was then later appointed to be the company's chairman. Musk only took over the task of CEO in 2008, and a lawsuit was filed in 2009 by the founders, who accused Musk of forcing them out of the company they founded. Number 22. The Honda Prelude was the first car to have four-wheel steering. In the 80s, everyone thought that four-wheel steering was the future of motoring, but it never really took off. The 1987 Honda Prelude was the first car sold to world markets with four-wheel steering. I think it's a cool technology. I don't know why this didn't take off. Number 23. The 2011 Crown Vic was the last vehicle with a cassette player. These days we all listen to music through our phones, but there was a time that people listened to music through these little plastic boxes. But that was a long time ago, which is why it's so weird that a 2011 Crown Vic had a cassette player. Number 24. A smart car can fit 19 girls. When you look at the smart car, you might think that 2, maybe 3 people are able to fit in the car, but no, the current record is at 19 girls in a smart, and the doors had to be closed for the record to count. Number 25. Groove tires were invented in 1908 to help improve road traction in wet and dry weathers. Hopefully there was some facts there that you found interesting and that you liked. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to watch more list videos, I'll link the list video playlist. If you want to watch videos on specific cars, you can just go to the channel, there's stuff on that. I've got a whole build series on the BMW. I'm sure there's something that will pique your fancy. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers,